Hey guys, what's going on? It's Kodiak here, and today I want to talk about the undocumented changes of patch 7.2. This is always one of my most favorite things to talk about because I love talking about the things that nobody knew about and they just added to the game. So I'm going to run down the list, give you a little color commentary on anything I think is particularly interesting, and then you'll know, and I'll know, and we'll all be happy. But first, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, give us a nice thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel, it really helps us out, and let's just dive right in. So the most notable ones, I love how they say most notable, because this first one I would expect to be really, really big. Doesn't seem to be that big. World quests now display a yellow border if they are relevant to an active emissary quest. So there you go. That is technically the most notable as portrayed by this Reddit post. Next, you have PvP flags. They're now cleared immediately when hopping from a PvP realm to a PvE realm. Okay, that's kind of cool. I'm okay with that. The next one, Order Hall Advancement 1 through 6 have had their research time and resource costs significantly reduced. I think that is huge. I think that is awesome because I do not want to spend time on an alt trying to figure out how to get resources. I'm not also going to farm Bloods of Sargeras, especially on my 4th or 5th alt. So that's great. That's a huge, huge boon to the alt fanatics out there. The next one here, emissary quests no longer count towards your 25 quest log total. That is awesome. That is a nice quality of life change. Followers now have a third equipment slot. That's really cool. I know a lot of you guys have probably had a ton of equipment in your bags. If you're anything like me and you hold on to everything, that's pretty awesome. The next change here, all our rogues friends will like this one. Laystone lockboxes now exist. So rogues, get your lockpicks out and get ready to open some lockboxes. I hear some coins a jingling as people tip you. Now there was some controversy about this next one, and I covered this in another video, but creatures at 110 now scale with item levels. This is a big hot button issue for all of a day. Blizz automatically walked this one back. Not really an issue anymore. If you're interested in talking about that, please leave us a comment. Would love to hear what you have to think, what you have to say about that issue. Some other general changes here, undocumented changes. The players' heads will now turn to look at their target. This is actually a really cool change. If you go into a raid boss or just walk around and click on things, you'll notice that your player's head turns towards that target. That is a really cool change. It's immersion. It makes everything feel a little bit more realistic, and I think that's a really cool change. Hopefully they didn't have to skimp on any raid testing or raid design to put that team to work to make that happen, but who knows. Next here is another quality of life one. Character restoration lockout periods have changed to 15 days. This is down from 30 days. And the custom lag tolerance is now enabled by default. So there is some lag tolerance options that are automatically applied in the system preferences. Now there is a quick little class change here for the mage and the druid. The druid one is a quick art change, the efflorescence, there we go, it's AoE, green circle, stand on the circle, has some new artwork that was not documented, but I think a lot of people knew about that one. And the frozen orb for the mage no longer launches itself from the player. Instead, it is now utilizing a targeting reticle, so you have to place your frozen orb. I'm sure our friend Plan could tell you all about that one. I know nothing about mages, other than the fact that he's very good at playing one. Oh, and we do have a quick change here to the Paladin. The Glyph of Winged Vengeance now also affects Crusade. So I don't know what the Glyph of Winged Vengeance does, but it impacts Crusade now, so that's great. There was a ton of changes to the items and NPCs and quests and order halls. So let me see if I can quickly run through these and find the cool ones. Let's see. Items obtained from bonus rolls now display the following in their tooltip. Items won from bonus rolls may not be traded. Alright, that's cool. Unequipping legendaries such as a Cephas in your bank no longer counts towards your item level. Curious Coins have some new art. Seals of the Broken Fate have some new art. Bind to Battle.net account has been renamed to Bind to Blizzard account. So a lot of cosmetic changes here. Rep tokens from the Broken Isle factions now have a sell price and can only be used up to Exalted status. The following can now be only used up to level 850 for champions: Heavy Armor Set, Fortified Armor Set, Indestructible Armor Set. Let's see here. The appearance of Enchant Glorious Tyranny And Enchanter's Illusion Glorious Tyranny has been modified to improve system performance. Fighter Chow now increases health regeneration by 400%. This is a 600% nerf to our Fighter Chow. Oh, what are they doing? I love that stuff. As a hunter, that stuff is vital. And then Laystone lockboxes, as we mentioned, lockboxes back in the game. So there is some new NPCs and some new changes to them. I really won't go over them. All has to do with followers. Let's see here. Correctly rides the human-style charger. Seems to be a lot of it has to do with their movement and their mounting, just to kind of make that a little bit more real. The cool one in the NPC world is that the trade prince Jaster Gallywix now has a unique model that got leaked a little while ago, and that's pretty cool. And a big one that has the meme community up in arms, the great Alzamarak Zex, the goblin that sits in Dalaran that shouts all the time. He actually now has a quiet option. If you go talk to him, you can shut him up real quick. So that's pretty funny. In the quest world, we talked about emissary quests no longer counting towards your 25 total quests in your log. Barrels of Fun, you guys all know that world quest. Well, you can no longer use mouse over macros for the barrels. You're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. World quests now display a yellow border if they're relevant for the emissary quest. Raid world bosses are now denoted by a green portal icon. Previously shared blue portal icons for dungeons, so that's pretty cool. World quests that are being tracked now display a yellow check mark on the map. And the Soul Prism of Illidari now requires 40 lingering fragments down from 80, and the cap was increased to 20. So that's pretty cool. That quest was kind of annoying because there were so many soul fragments you needed to collect, so that's great. In the Order Hall world, Order Hall Advancement 1 through 6 have had their research time and resources significantly reduced. We covered that one. Followers have a third upgrade quality titled. That's kind of cool. And then followers have a third equipment slot, which is also cool. Order halls all have mailboxes now. This is huge. Druids have always had a mailbox. I'm not sure why Blizz loves the Druids so much, but I know the Hunters haven't, and it's really annoying, so I'm glad they're putting that in there. And the last for the Order Halls, quest requiring completion of 20 world quests is now 10. So that's been reduced to 10. So that's great. And the PvP world, PvP flags now clear immediately when hopping from PvP realms to PvE. We covered that before. And then in the user interface world, vendor prices are grayed out if there are insufficient funds. Item quality is now shown for listed vendor items. This was previously displayed as a golden color, regardless of the quality. And then their custom lag tolerance, CVAR, has been renamed to spell queue window for all of you UI folks. And that's it, guys. Those are all the undocumented changes of patch 7.2. If this is your first time on the channel, please drop us a like and a subscribe. We love having you here. Leave us a comment below. Let us know what you think about all these undocumented changes. But for now, my name is Kodiak, Raid Leader for Exiled Power, and we will see you next time.